Our team chose the Wolf Motors case. This case is a study in supply chain optimization. We are Team Sapphire. Our team consists of Shane August, Nicole Bagby, Andrew Durham, Assad Mirza, Jeff Richards, and Trammy Simpson. Wolf Motors was founded in 2001 by John Wolf, with the philosophy of providing the customer with a hassle-free buying experience and providing superior service after the sale. Wolf Motors opened their first 3 locations over the next 10 years. Today, Wolf Motors has announced the opening of a 4th location, an auto supermarket, a high-volume, low-cost selection of several types of vehicles, with cutting-edge service center and any type of maintenance and repair. The design of the original 3 Wolf Motors locations was based on a prototype to offer a hassle-free buying experience for the consumer and provide a high-quality service after the sale of each vehicle. Each of the original 3 Wolf Motors locations offers the same layout of 7,000 square feet for the service center and 2,000 square feet for parts and supplies and storage. This system worked well for the 3 dealerships that operated independently from one another. With the purchase of the new auto supermarket, Wolf Motors is making a substantial change from the size of the original dealerships, effectively investing in a new dealership that's twice the size of each of the originals. This creates concern that Wolf Motors is starting a new dealership that deviates from its success in the past, and perhaps there's an opportunity to redesign how all 4 dealerships might work together in collaboration, with a particular focus on the after-sales service element. In the current state, the 3 original Wolf Motors dealerships operate independently from each other, and though they are successful and have met profitable earnings goals every year they've been open, they utilize their own supply chain systems for parts and inventory with no collaboration between dealerships. With the substantial capital outlay for the purchase of the new auto supermarket, there is a need to consider a strategy redesign for Wolf Motors as a whole that accounts for inventory needs and service constraints across all the dealerships in aggregate. The expansion of Wolf Motors with the large auto supermarket has changed the break-even point for how Wolf Motors corporate will function, and it cannot be business as usual. This new strategy must be considered. We have identified the challenges for Wolf Motors with a focus on inventory management of parts and supplies and after-sales service across all 4 dealerships. We know that operating each dealership independently leads to inefficiencies in inventory for parts and supplies to meet daily demand, and that dealerships often rely on outside wholesalers to deliver needed parts and supplies. We also know that currently there's no integration between dealerships, which leads to surplus parts and supplies in one location and potential shortages in another. The lack of inventory space at each individual dealership prevents strategic volume purchasing from suppliers in lot sizes that afford the best pricing and the best match for economic order quantity. In addition, without a comprehensive inventory management system, there is no ability to forecast future needs, manage seasonal ordering fluctuations, or strategize as to whether to purchase market or OEM original manufacturing parts. Since there was no data provided in the text for the Wolf Motors case, and to make our case for why the dealership should be integrated to achieve synergy between them, we took the liberty of providing a hypothetical data set to give structure and clarity to our proposal. First, we look at the known inventory and space constraints that exist at each of the smaller dealerships, and this is illustrated in standard operating procedure for dealerships that we know function independently. At the smaller dealerships, they are able to service one car every 8 hours with a monthly capacity of 1,562 cars, charging an average repair price of $350. With this estimation, annual profits are $337,500 per dealership when functioning and operating independently. Our proposal is to target operating efficiency by integrating the supply chain and inventory of all four Wolf Motor dealerships. This integration would achieve a new targeted service time of 6.5 hours per car, yielding a monthly capacity of 1,923 cars per month and targeting a repair job price average of $375 per car. The potential changes would yield a new dealership profitability of $1.3 million per month per year. This proposal will require substantial inventory and supply chain integration and optimization and starts with a restructuring of the space at each dealership. In the current state, we know that each Wolf Motors dealership struggles with optimal inventory levels for the service that they want to provide. We know that much of the space dedicated to cycle inventory, which leaves little space left over for safety stock and in strategic anticipation of just-in-time inventory. We are suggesting a tactical approach to Wolf Motors that consists of 7 specific steps. First and foremost is a need to expand the parts and supply storage area of the new auto supermarket from 4,000 to 6,000 square feet. Next is to acquire and implement a dealer management system. It's a software solution to address inventory management. Third is to redesign the current parts and supplies storage areas at the original 3 dealerships. Fourth is to integrate key suppliers and transportation and logistics companies within the dealer management system to create supply agreements to optimize purchasing of different inventory types. 5 is to optimize the auto supermarket parts and supply storage areas to warehouse monthly inventory for all 4 locations. 6 is to create an inventory service plan to purchase all parts centrally at the auto supermarket and deliver them using an internal transportation plan. And finally, with step 7 is to pursue the ongoing collection of monthly data to ensure a rapid and well-informed adjustment to seasonal needs and demand fluctuations. Let's begin with step 1. Wolf Motors should redesign the auto supermarket to expand the parts and supplies storage area from 4,000 to 6,000 square feet. This will allow for adequate inventory to support on-site service, as well as house additional inventory to support branch locations. This step is key to utilizing the space at the new auto supermarket in a way to serve all 4 dealerships. In step 2, we actually reached out to several dealer management system companies and selected Automate as the best potential vendor to provide consultation to Wolf Motors on the dealer management system component of our proposal. Automate suggested a specialized enterprise resource planning solution to facilitate integration of inventory management amongst all 4 locations. Automate also includes a sophisticated parts inventory module that becomes part of the electronic parts catalog. Step 3 follows through with the suggestion that Wolf Motors should redesign the current branch dealership parts and supply storage areas to optimize allocation of inventory types utilizing the auto supermarket's master inventory. Step 4 is where we really begin to leverage the additional buying power of having the auto supermarket and the integration of all 4 dealerships. Wolf Motors should leverage buying power from the aggregate dealerships to create supply agreements that optimize pricing, lot sizes, freight, and a selection for a master inventory strategy that will be significantly enhanced by the new Automate dealer management system. Steps 5 and 6 build on this concept by using the expanded auto supermarket storage area and the dealer management system to integrate all locations with supply agreements and optimize storage space redesigns, effectively allowing Wolf Motors to create a hub and spoke model where cycle inventory can be managed centrally at the auto supermarket and then distributed internally to the other 3 branches. Finally, in step 7, we see the full-blown integration and advantages provided by all 4 dealerships operating together. We see increased inventory efficiency by optimizing the economic order quantity for various parts. We minimize the holding costs and integrate management for all 4 locations. From a service standpoint, we've reduced the service time and thus increased throughput at all 4 dealerships. We've provided optimal parts on hand by using the hub and spoke model for internal delivery for all 4 dealerships. Ultimately, with the integration of the 4 dealerships and the selection of a dealer management system, we will enable Wolf Motors to leverage all the efficiencies of improved inventory management and service efficiency that will provide a system for continuous process improvement and yield increased customer satisfaction and profitability in the years to come.